Welcome back. So yes, it's Children's Day. And of course, who better to have on the show than some kids who are doing great things? We have Ugo Ekezie here. He is a lively and thoughtful young man. He loves football. He spends time with his younger sister, Simone, who has Down syndrome. Now, their close bond inspired the Ugo and Sim Sim series, and it's the world's first picture book series featuring a black main character with Down syndrome. Now, it's been developed into an animated series set to pitch at Annecy 2025, and that's the world's biggest animation festival. He also co-hosted the award-nominated podcast. It's great to have both Ugo and his mom, Tonya, in the building. How are you doing?
I'm good.
All right. No, you honestly, happy Children's Day, first of all.
Thank you.
All right. So over the years, we've met, I think, once or twice. You probably don't remember me, but I'm thinking about how much you've grown, and you look amazing, first of all. Like, you've grown. I've already read that you like football. You also said earlier on that you like games. But then getting involved in an animated series, that's a whole other level. So how does that feel? Talk to me about that.
It feels really cool to be doing something different. I didn't think this was going to happen. 5 out of 2,000 is actually great.
Say it again?
5 out of 2,000 people is great.
5 out of 2,000. So you came 5th out of 2,000 contestants. Wow. Okay, so what was it like? What was the process like competing?
Well, it was hard because I didn't think it's going to happen. I thought it was going to be someone else.
Okay. But what do you think you did that made them at least pull you all the way from 2,000 to 5th? Do you think you did anything special?
Maybe my sister. I don't know.
Maybe your sister? Are you sure it didn't have anything to do with you? I think it probably did have a lot to do with you. It's not easy having a sister like her, right?
It's not.
All right, so let's talk about, how you interact with your sister. What has it taught you over the years?
It taught me how to talk to her. It also taught me things she might do that annoy me that shouldn't get annoyed because we're normal.
Okay. So on a normal day, you probably, on a normal day, there are probably some things Sim Sim might do or say that probably would have maybe annoyed you. Yeah. Can you maybe talk about some of the things you've had to overlook over time?
She's really like,
what?
It's a typical younger sibling.
Yeah, younger sibling thing, right?
She's always following him around like his shadow. Yeah.
Okay, now I get it. And that's basically some of the things that are in the series itself. So let's talk about the animated series now, and the book, for instance. How many editions of Ugo and Sim Sim do we have?
So we've got 4.
4 editions.
A second edition of the first.
Okay.
And 2 new books coming out this year. Yeah. The next one any minute now.
So do you get to pick some of the stories that are put in the next part of the series? Do you get to pick?
I think I was too young to have a say, but I think I know.
You do? Do you think, okay, so if you were to pick a few, which is your favorite? What's your favorite?
The third one.
The third one?
Yeah,
what was that about? What was that?
Power Cut.
Say it again?
Power Cut.
Power Cut. Okay, so give us a little idea of what that story is about.
I was visiting, me and Simone were visiting our granddad's and grandmom's house.
Okay.
We were playing video games, and then the power went out.
Okay.
We were miserable.
Because the power went out. Okay. All right. So what happened next?
Granddad tried to put on the backup generator, but it didn't work. So we had to make up a game we could do to pass the time while Granddad called the mechanic to fix it.
Wow. And you embodied this in one of the episodes, in one of the books. That sounds amazing. But I think it's time for me to talk to Mom now. Because your journey in this space has been awe-inspiring, I have to say, seriously. And the stage we're at now, you've been able to create impact, not just in Nigeria, but all over the world. Talk to us a bit about what's been happening.
Yeah, I think it's been an incredible year, and it wouldn't have happened without this young gentleman, because it's literally because of him asking questions. And through that process is what gave me the idea. So I always say, if not for him,
Yeah.
you know, we wouldn't be here today. It's been a really interesting journey, and the books have been a great way to kind of share our life, but also kind of demystify a lot of preconceived notions about what it is to have a child or a sibling or be in a family that has someone with Down syndrome or some kind of special needs. And we specifically focus on every day.
Sure,
You know, it's about nothing and yet about everything. And the stories I pick are literally just watching them like a weirdo and getting ideas. But the important thing is that the stories may be Nigerian, and we're seeing a black family, which is very rare in media, full stop.
Sure.
But what we're finding is that the impact of the stories are universal. So this year we've been to the UN, we've been to California, we've been to the UK, and then to submit a pitch for our books to become an animated series, which is kind of a dream of ours. And to be representing Nigeria and be picked out of 2,000 applicants to go. And it's a real chance to really make this happen.
Wow.
And it's really, really exciting.
Honestly, that's incredible. It is incredible. But where do you, I've asked you this before, where do you see this going from here? It kind of feels like, you know, you just keep pushing and trudging on every single year. But is there now another ultimate goal, a new one?
Yes, I think our paths aren't always clear, and I really definitely believe in kind of letting God lead now, because my way is not the way. So yeah, I feel bold enough to dream a vision of having somewhere like this, right? Like TVC does. Maybe we'll be a bit smaller, but specifically generating content that's neurodiverse with neurodiverse cast and crew.
Okay.
So, and that's what part of our pitch at ANSI is, that we will have a voiceover animation director, Remy Olutumei, who's autistic.
Okay.
The person that will play Sim Sim has Down syndrome. And our stories themselves are inclusive. One of the studios we'll be working with in the States is Exceptional Minds. And 100% of the people that work there and are trained there are autistic or have some kind of neurodevelopmental challenge, and they do work for all the major studios.
Fantastic.
So we kind of want to practice what we preach.
I wanted to touch on something. Now, we've mentioned the fact that you had to essentially go outside the country to get a lot of this stuff done. And just as quickly as you can, what do you think we could do right here in Nigeria to improve on the state of things?
Well, I think that for where I sit, time is really key, because time is the greatest gift and the greatest enemy for children with Down syndrome. The earlier you can help them, the earlier outcome. And it's also for basically any child that has some kind of developmental delay or challenge. Here it's really difficult. People really waste your time, and I didn't want to wait, so I kind of just did a lot of stuff myself. I think now that people are aware, but there are these different funds that they announce here and there, and they never get dispersed. But we're still hopeful, looking at a few things that have happened with Chocolate City and a couple of other funds I'm hearing about. There's hope. People get it. They know that the industry needs support, but while I couldn't wait, I've just kind of kept going. Exactly.
And honestly, I wish we could talk more, but I have to mention to Ugo, you know, how proud we are of you, honestly. So for your friends watching out there right now, you want to give a shout out? Give a shout out, go ahead.
They're not going to watch because they're not 40 years old, but...
Wow, okay. Cocky, go ahead.
Go on,
give a shout out.
Say out.
Shout out to Jamian. Shout out to Mukhtar. Shout out to Nifemi. Namso.
All right.
Everybody. Well done.
All right, so guess what? That shout out is going to go far and wide. We appreciate you, Tonya, for bringing Ugo along, and congratulations as well on such a feat. It is Children's Day, it is Wake Up Nigeria, and there's still so much more coming your way. Stay with us.